So we're on new ground. Few will have known what to expect of this course. Need a helping hand? Graeme Heinrich has been providing just that on the tour since 1990.
I'm responsible for measuring the courses for the players and the caddies. Effectively what I'm doing is the caddies' job. So it saves them 2 days when they get here, and they can walk onto the first tee and tell their player exactly where to hit the ball and how far it is.
Graeme's book is vital to us. In fact, Graeme's book does everything but carry the bag for us. You could pretty much go around here without having had a practice round with Graeme's book and play the course pretty well, you know, as if you'd had a practice round.
Colin caddied for Retief Goosen for years. Els, Casey, Carlson, Garcia, a who's who of European golf, used Graeme Heinrich's work.
The guides from start to finish is literally, even before I get to the course, doing some general sketching of the general shapes of holes, then coming out and setting up reference points and measuring reflectors and using a laser to measure to those points, and take that back to the room, redraw it, and then get it ready for print, and print it up, cut it up, put it together, and then sell it. So it's a 4-day plus job.
Kind of saves a day's work. I come from the era where we had to make our own books, 20, 25 years ago. And with the demands of modern courses, it can be quite time-consuming.
The detail is impressive. Every little nuance and foible mapped out so nothing should catch a player or caddy unawares.
There's all the slopes are on the greens, and then the slopes in the areas where the ball will fall off if it's on the green or even on the fairway, and then measurements to all different points, bunkers, edges of fairways on certain lines, and different carry points onto the different points on the green, and even on the top page an indication of what it is as the player sees it, a photograph which I take, and that what the player and caddy see from the tee and the distances to those points off the tee. Yeah,
you need to know those kind of things, especially if a flag is behind a bunker and the green is a bit of an S shape or whatever to it, and you need to know how far it is behind the flag or to carry a bunker, and and it's, it started 30, 40 years ago with Jack Nicklaus starting with all the yardages, and now everybody's using them.
Yes, so well established, perhaps the book should have a label by royal approval. But that might not be quite accurate.
No colour in the book. Up at Turnberry, Prince Andrew actually came up behind me and said, "What are you doing creating cheat books for these guys, shouldn't they?" And to a certain extent he's right. It's really, even for the caddies, there's a lot of caddies now who've never measured a course in their life.
It just gives you more confidence in giving advice and looking up the hole and going, yeah, I know exactly where that is, I know how far it is, I know what's in front of it, what's behind, where to be, where to miss the shot. So in terms of that, it's vital to what we do.
You go back to Wentworth or courses like that year on year, some players don't even turn up until the Wednesday because they know the course virtually backwards and where the ball's going to bounce if they hit in a certain area. Here, they've never been here, they've got no idea of elevation, they've got no idea of slope. So today, Tuesday, is a really important practice day, and without a guide or a good guide to help you around, it can be, to a certain extent, a very long and laborious day, or maybe even a wasted day if you haven't got good information that you can start with, and then, of course, add your own little bits and pieces too.
Heinrich's Guides, an illuminating insight into finding your way around the most unfamiliar of places.